One of the most common questions you get from marketers who are doing measurement is, how do I get buy-in from my finance team? This is another one of these, all over LinkedIn MMM discussion. Mm-hmm. And usually it's about socialization and it's about communication, and those things are really important. But ultimately, it's really helpful to remember that this is a mathematical exercise, and in math, you show your work. So if you want buy-in from the finance team, you should be prepared to show every step of your work and defend every assumption you made and document every assumption you made. And granted, that assumes quite a bit of goodwill on behalf of the finance department, but that is, I think, a huge benefit of a white box approach. I was talking to somebody today who is making the controversial argument that the CMO should report into the CFO in a performance-driven organization. Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but they certainly should be able to be having quantitative conversations, mm-hmm. defending what they believe, but also defending what they believe with real data. I think the other really important thing about white box is building an asset. One of the things we always do is make sure that all of our code is in version control, concretely GitHub usually. And the reason we do that is, one is we want everyone to be able to see what we're doing, obviously. Yep. But the second is it automatically gives you an asset. You're building on previous contributions, definitionally. Too many times with analytics, you get throwaway work, which is someone says, I need an answer to what this campaign did, and somebody does some stuff off the side of their desk, and then they deliver a PowerPoint, and 6 months later they've left the organization and it's gone forever. Yep. And then 2 years later, a different manager asks a different analyst the same question, and again and again and again. And it's this Sisyphean task unless you start putting things in a central asset repository.
Yeah, and I'd say it's a lot of work on our part to make sure we write our code, structure our repositories in a modular, clear way so that we can hand it off to the client and it's not a jumbled mess of information. If we're being messy, our results are going to be messy. Being clean helps us be structured. It helps us make sure we're not making mistakes while also supporting that overall ethos of being transparent and sharing everything.
Yeah.